2, 3. Hi guys, and
Well,
welcome back to
where do we put the and?
I don't know. I thought that's just how you said it.
Oh. Okay.
Can we say and?
Yeah.
That's grammatically correct.
Yeah. Hi guys,
Okay.
and welcome back.
1, 2, 3.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Two Peas on a Pod.
Okay, guys, we're back. We're look at this new setup. Mind y'all, this is just a different couch in the same living room.
Mind you,
I don't
it's been
know why
since
we
moved
thought that the blinds were a better setup, but that was wrong. Also we have this nice little like ambiance lighting going on because it's like
ambiance.
6 o'clock. So it's got like stuff. So it's got a good vibe to it. But we have some snacks today because we're really hungry, even though we already ate dinner. And we don't have any more sweet treats in the house. And we really don't have any groceries right now because I need to go to the grocery store tomorrow. So we have to eat popcorn and grapes. And this is why we don't keep snacks in the house, because if we kept snacks in the house, we would eat so much food.
You thought we was big now.
So it's like better whenever we have snacks that are like healthy.
Yeah, because popcorn and grapes, that's literally, and we had cherries and watermelon, but we ate them up.
Yeah, but we're trying to stay skinny, so. Anyway, so we're bringing y'all back another podcast episode. Vlogs will be out next week.
We're still trying to figure out
The
details, the technicalities, everything, so that it's all perfect and blended. But unfortunately, we
It's
are
really
still
hard.
struggling.
Yeah. Neither of us are like editors or anything, so it's getting.
So we'll pay
getting
y'all
difficult.
25 cents an hour if you can edit our videos.
He wants to be the creative director.
Yeah.
Like, let us know.
Let us know. We'll feed you. I don't know.
Actually, we will feed you.
Yeah.
One thing I'm good for is feeding somebody.
Yeah.
We'll feed you. We'll make you iced coffee. What else would we do for people?
Bring ambiance.
I wouldn't say that. I don't know.
Anyways, they'll be live-in perks. We'll get to sleep on the couch if needed, edit in here.
Remember when we did that with someone already?
So I take that back. Actually,
we can't do that.
No, actually, we'll just be offering up services of acts of love and kindness and hugs and
no kisses.
Yeah,
y'all don't deserve that.
What? And 25 cents an hour. So I don't think that's a hard deal to beat.
I think that's pretty good.
Anyways, I think that's perfect. This economy.
Like, obviously the pay will go up whenever we get actually paid. But
yeah, and you like show us your talent.
We can't get paid yet, so that's just what it is. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Back to what you're saying. We have some stories for you guys.
Okay, so we thought we would give you guys our unwanted review of the Odyssey because we went and watched it yesterday, and I think like we both had different expectations.
For sure.
And it was funny because I was like, I don't know, it was just funny like the way we both reacted to the movie, but I think we both like felt the same about it at the end of the movie. But like going into the movie, I didn't ever watch the trailer, but you said you watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You watched it yesterday or like
a couple days ago? Watched it yesterday because I was like, what is this movie even about? But like, I'm not.
Because when I first asked her, I literally was like, "You want to go see the Odyssey with me?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "You don't even know what that is."
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I had watched the trailer. It didn't really show too much. Well, honestly, I wasn't like really locked in on it. I just kind of had it in the background.
Of course.
Yeah. So like, I heard it and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So like, I got the understanding of it. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Before we went to the movie, I had seen it because of Zendaya, obviously, but I knew what it was about kind of because I remember reading it in school, but like watching it, it kind of reminded me of the book a lot. Like obviously, like I was able to like remember what the book was about as I was watching it, but like before we watched it, I was kind of blurry on the book.
I don't even remember.
I could only remember Percy Jackson, and that's just because I just watched those movies like the other day.
I don't even remember reading Percy Jackson.
Really?
Was that like for a school assignment?
No. Remember when we watched the movies?
No, yeah.
I don't think we had to read the books, but
Oh,
we
okay,
watched
I
the
remember the
movies.
movies, but I was like,
No, I never read the books. I just watched the movies the other day because I was
oh,
bored.
okay.
And I got on Disney Plus and I was just kind of like scrolling. I was like, oh, Percy Jackson, kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I watched both of the movies and it was just funny because, like, in one of the clips, he said something about how he thought he was just like dyslexic or something because he was able to like read in a different language.
Oh, yeah.
But that's really the only reason why I knew anything about it. Also because I had seen so many interviews already, like since they first started going on their press tour about it. That's why I knew all those like weird facts because Layla didn't know what IMAX was, and so like I explained it to her, and I honestly was kind of shocked that I knew that much about it because I didn't even think that I really knew what it was. But I like locked in.
I thought it was
I'm
just
like
like
locked in online.
better, definite. Like I didn't understand like the whole lore behind it. I was like, oh, maybe better quality, like
Hmm.
whatever.
I
But
really like want to go back and watch it in IMAX.
really, you
Low
think it's gonna
key,
be that much of a difference? See,
yeah.
I don't really like, and it's like I already watched it once. Like, there's no reason to go watch it
Sebastian said
IMAX.
that he would pay for our tickets to go.
Are you
Because
for real?
yeah, well, we didn't really get to talk about it for real, but I mentioned it this morning, and I was like, yeah, we were gonna go watch it in IMAX, but like we didn't because it was kind of expensive. And he was like, I'll pay for our tickets to go, and I'm like, honestly, I couldn't even let you do that because I'd be shamed as a big
You
sister.
lied.
So like, I gotta get my money up, not my money up. Like, I gotta go take
Oh
him to
my
IMAX. Like,
gosh,
I'm not
that's
playing. But I
hilarious.
did tell him to come down here for Spider Man, so hopefully he comes and
Oh
then we
yeah.
can go and try to see it. But I genuinely was like, I was just shocked with the prices. Like I couldn't believe it. But I mean, it makes sense. It does take a lot more to produce that kind of film than it does to take
Honestly, I
to
didn't
like
think
play
it
it.
would. Like, I didn't even think that deep into it. I was just like, y'all raising the prices. Like,
I don't know. That was your immediate response, which yeah, everything's raising the prices now.
I was like, for the movies? Are you kidding me?
But okay, so what was your favorite part of the movie?
Okay, I think my favorite part was when he was chilling with the little girl. Wait, this is Odyssey, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know the girl's name he was chilling with, and she was like, "This is your favorite, the Lotus," and he was like, "Yeah, this is my favorite." And then I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I remember watching that movie about the Lotus or
Oh
whatever.
wait, you mean not that little girl? It was a woman.
Yeah.
Don't call her a little girl.
Oh well,
I ain't no little
woman.
girl. I'm TT. Pipe
Well,
down.
that woman, the grown woman.
Layla, he was having an affair. Like, and you called her a little girl. Girl, because you are a little girl. You're a little girl. I'm TT. Pipe down.
Okay, are you done with your vocal stump?
No, because, like, what? Like, if
I
you're going to
didn't
talk about
really.
something, get it accurate.
I actually didn't even realize I had called her a little girl, but yeah, little girl. What's her name? I don't know her name.
I don't remember her.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, where he's like in the desert and he's with this grown woman, and she's like in love with him or whatever, and then they have the scene where he's like eating the lotus, and I'm like, oh, this hoe been tricking you. You don't remember nothing.
It clicked for
It
you?
like all clicked in my head because I don't remember even reading the book or none of the.
Dude, you don't remember the scene of them in the cave with the ogre? You don't remember reading that?
I don't even think I read that. I'm not
No,
gonna lie
you
to you.
had to. We read it for school. It was a school book requirement.
Don't remember that.
That's insane, bro. We read that book like a long time ago. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if it was like sixth grade or seventh grade.
Yeah,
Like
I
I don't remember
definitely don't remember that.
how
That's what it
old we
was.
were exactly, but I just remember reading that book. And I remember it so vividly because I remember that scene of them with the ogre because the ogre was Poseidon's son. And the whole sheep thing, like I remember all of that so vividly reading it.
Yeah, no, that was a whole new thing. The whole movie was like totally new.
That's crazy to me. Not even like the Trojan horse.
Well, I remember that because it's just like a story in itself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only thing I remembered.
That's crazy. What about like Hades and all that? Like the underworld?
I knew it was a thing just from like all the other movies.
You don't remember reading about it?
Girl, no.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, Layla's part of the literacy program.
Yeah, like I don't remember reading this at all. Like,
We need to
actually.
put her in the literacy program
Like
that they do for kids where they send them like a book a month or something.
yeah, I was in that special reading classes.
I'm scared. Like
I think
Girl,
it's like a
like,
memory thing. I just don't remember any of that. I don't remember any of the books that we
well,
read.
because you don't read to comprehend though.
No, yeah, I definitely did it when I was younger.
Okay, whatever. So that was your favorite part. What was like? Well, is that your favorite part, or is that the part that most shocked you?
That I guess that was the part that most shocked me. I
What's
think
your
my
favorite part?
favorite part was when he was sitting up there talking to his wife after he finally came back,
Mhm.
and he was sitting on the steps and he still had like that shawl over his head, and he was like, "Yeah, I remember the pen that he had," and like acting like he wasn't himself. You know,
Oh
he's like,
yeah,
"I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
the
yeah,
pen;
yeah.
it was so
And it was like this
beautiful,
and
and
that.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
like." All of this, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, like my husband really like wore the pin that I told him to wear, like if anyone like recognized you, they're gonna remember the
Stop
pin."
playing with that mic.
I wonder if they could hear it. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Anyways, um,
Gotta get onto her like she's a child.
like that part, because I was like, oh wait, this is so sweet. Like he's like basically talking about himself, and like she don't even know it. And
Yeah.
he's right there, and like you could grab him, and like that's your husband, but like you don't even know that's your man for real.
Okay, and then an aspect of like, and then in the aspect of like the way that movies are produced, like, what would you rate it? Like, what was your
Okay,
favorite
from
part about that?
so like I
Like,
definitely
thinking production only.
production only after you telling me that they like everything was not, I guess, animated
Yeah.
as much. Obviously they had to animate some of the stuff like the ogre and all of that,
Hmm.
but like knowing that they like shot it in Greece or wherever it
No,
was,
they went to so many different countries.
and they literally were just like in the middle of the ocean, like that's what got me. Like I thought it was so beautiful, like all the scenery was so beautiful, but also like so clear, and like I feel like in a lot of movies it's so like you can just see it through a picture. Sometimes
Yeah.
like a picture is not, you know, that good, but everything was just so refined and like
Yeah.
natural, and it was
Yeah.
just like,
Precise.
yeah, it was like just pure like land and like beauty
They
and
said
art.
they went to multiple countries throughout the whole show.
That is so crazy. And like
Yeah.
you're having to get flown up there.
Well, only Anne Hathaway because she was
Yeah.
pregnant, but everybody
No,
else
it's
had to
still like
walk.
so crazy. Like you have
Everybody
to
else
hike a
had to
mountain.
walk.
Yeah, you had to like literally hike a mountain.
I don't know. I think my favorite part of the whole thing was probably the part where he's finally remembering that flashback and it's of Athena and they're like putting her on her knees and then they chop her head off. Like it cuts the scene.
Oh.
And I only like that part because the significance of it all. Like the movie was so good. Like whenever he was sitting there and like at first I kind of understood like the main message, like the message of like he was trying to get home and like
Mhm.
he was just trying to like see his family. And at first, that's all I thought was like he's just trying to see his family and he's trying to do everything that he can to like do what he can to get home. And then it was like they were telling him he didn't want to go home, and it like a part of me was like, okay, he doesn't want to go home. Like in my head, I'm thinking like he doesn't want to go home because he kind of likes it. He kind of
Yeah.
revels in the like different things that he's going through and like he's trying to like he loves to like conquer these like
Mhm.
battles. Like he almost gets like an adrenaline rush
Yeah,
from it.
like he
And
doesn't want to
yeah,
end
and I'm
that.
thinking like he doesn't want to go back to his boring old life, And that's what I was thinking the whole time up until that part whenever he like reached his hand out to her and then they like touch hands
Mhm.
and it cuts back to the scene and it's like her on her knees and then just like chops the head off. And I think too is because everything that built up to that moment, like I was getting so emotional. Like I was literally like looking around, like I mean not looking around, but like I was like watching the movie, like if I was there and when he was looking around, like everybody was dead and everything, and just like chaos was falling, like how cinematically like pleasing, but also like how meaningful it was that like then later on he's like the whole reason why this everything happened to me and like why I questioned my existence and why I like questioned like who I was and like if I really wanted to go back home was because I went into somebody else's home and I like killed a
Yeah.
generation, a city of people, and for what? And that was what got me was
Mhm.
like
His
he showed
realization of it
yes,
all.
and like he showed like the art of war, bro, the art of war and like how dirty it is and how real it is and like just how much it's like at the end of the day, what did you do all of that for?
And like the cost and like
Yes,
everything and
and
like the
it made
hardships
me
that it all came
so
with.
emotional.
Yeah.
And then just seeing like Zendaya's face and like the pain on her face, and then at the end when it panned to her and she like just was like about to start
Yeah,
crying,
and she's just sitting there.
like dude, that was so that like that was so deep. Like in the way of like, oh my gosh, like I just saw everything just play out.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And that was my favorite part because that was like the moment I realized like I get what he's saying. Like all for your like your own selfishness. Like we always do things for like us and because we want to, but to prove what point? Like for
Exactly.
what
And then you
though?
sit back and think about
And
it
you're like,
after
I
you're
really
like
did that for that?
so gun ho about like just doing everything and fighting and being so just like
No, literally.
malicious, and then
And
you
you're
sit back
looking
and you're
back
like,
at like all of that it cost you.
yeah,
Like it's taken you 17 years to
to
get
get
back
back
home.
home. Like it costs your family, it costs all these other people their
It
lives,
cost
it
your
costs
son.
all your friends their lives. Like that's
Literally.
just so
The
crazy.
part that shocked me the most though was definitely the fight at the end. And I was really upset because I wanted the dad to stay. It was time for the son to have a father and he never
Yeah,
did and that sucked. And it's like now the mom just went away with him.
yeah,
Y'all left the kid behind?
yeah. Well, also I think he just wanted to go on his own and like explore and do his own
The
thing.
son?
Yeah.
No, he had to be the king.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he had to like just step up and like do all that like on his own. Like he didn't
Yeah,
really
but
have a
he
choice.
tried so hard to find his dad.
Yeah.
And he kept on hope for so long. It's like his mom got that like good feeling of like I get to spend the rest of my life with him and like I can still like be in his
That's so
life and it's
crazy.
like the son didn't get that privilege. Like it was like you have to stay here because you have to be the king and I now have to be in exile and I did it all so that you could be on the throne.
So I wonder if they're gonna come out with like a second one and it's gonna be like the son and like he's gone for 17 years.
I don't know. I mean, if they I don't know actually.
Yeah,
We didn't stay to watch like the afterwards, so
that's
we
true.
don't
We
know.
didn't.
But definitely I agree with you on the like cinematic part. It was so crazy. I The thing that shocked me the most though wasn't just the quality, the sound. I've never heard a movie so clearly.
Yeah,
But
and it
it
was
sounds
so
so
loud.
loud.
It was so loud that it was just like,
Like I can't even imagine what that was like in real life. But like the way that I've seen behind the scenes already of so much of the stuff where like the men are like in the water holding the camera, like all this crazy stuff. I'm like, y'all are so dedicated. Like it genuinely
I
takes
didn't
like
even think that part. Like I'm just automatically thinking they have drones, but they're like on other boats and other
well,
ships.
it's
Like
only shot on an IMAX camera. And the IMAX
yeah,
camera is huge, Layla. Like it
it's
is
so
huge.
crazy.
It was only shot on that.
The
And so
way
it's
the
like
video you had sent me, that's just like that.
which
The
video?
camera, the TikTok when it was like showing all the IMAX stuff, like that's the camera.
No, that's how you play it.
Jeez, so the camera's probably like,
The camera's pretty big. I don't know what the dimensions are in real life, but the camera is pretty big. But yeah, I love a good movie with a good story behind it. I mean, obviously, it's like when you're reading the story, it's one thing, but like when you can see it and then watch it happen, it's like so unreal. Because
yeah,
I always think about like all the books that I read, and like a lot of them can be kind of outlandish, and I'm like, wow, some of these books are movies.
mm-hmm.
And like the way that people can make a movie like a
From
book into a
that,
movie like is
yeah,
so crazy to me. And it's like so cool sometimes. Obviously they miss a lot because the book is so much longer, but like it's always so crazy to me to watch it like happen in real life. Like Harry Potter,
mm-hmm.
like I'm sure people are just imagining that in their heads however and then they have like a movie
An
to like
actual
yeah,
like creative
but it's all
side of
like I've
just
always wanted to be in something like that, with like the very old like costumes or like the
mm,
really weird costumes.
like the medieval-ish,
I don't
like
even know about medieval. I just like wish I could have been back there in time in the BCAC
the
era.
BCAC era.
Yeah.
That would be some stuff.
And I'm
That
just
would
like a
literally be some
watcher.
stuff.
I know, and I just watch things and I'm just like watching history play out. I really wish I could do that.
Yeah,
Like that would be
like
so
you're
cool.
literally boots
Like
on the
you'd be just
ground
watching it
journalism.
as a movie.
Yeah,
And then I'd tell the truth. I wouldn't lie.
no,
Cuz how much of this is lies?
yeah, and then like a part of like dramatics and just like storytelling in itself.
No, literally. Because I mean that's really what Greek mythology is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just storytelling. But it's like how much this is true. And
mm-hmm.
like where did you get this idea?
Yeah,
If it's storytelling, it had to begin somewhere. And like where did it just become an exaggeration?
exactly. And like, how far did you?
Yeah.
How far did you go with
Cuz
the
like
exaggeration?
giants, I know they were real.
Oh, for sure.
I
Like,
know they were real.
for sure.
But
There's no
I
way
I
around
was
that
also
one.
saying yesterday I think that movie is going to go on like a Sinners run. Like where Sinners had like a bunch of it kept coming back and kept coming back and like it won a bunch of awards. Like if that
For
movie doesn't
sure.
win a bunch of
Oh,
awards,
yeah, there's no way it doesn't at all.
I'm gonna be
There's just
really
no way.
shocked. But okay, So now that we've covered that, this jar right here has some stories of our past, stories of chaos, stories of embarrassment,
Here, I'll shake it and you can pull.
stories where you know,
How we were built.
guys, these are gonna, I don't know, we'll see how we're gonna keep adding more because we have stories for days. Cool.
Side quest.
No, we still do. We just don't have as much time to side quests. We actually have jobs now.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what this one is. Hiding from the cops.
Chat.
Has this been have we hid from the cops on multiple occasions?
No. No.
Okay.
Just the one time I
Yeah.
thought. I mean, are you thinking of another time and I forgot about it?
No, I think it's just the one time. Yeah, so in high school well, I kind of have to give a little bit of backstory. In high school,
No, don't give the backstory.
No, because it's in here somewhere. In high school, we got into a little bit of a tiffy, and we were doing things, and
that we shouldn't have been doing.
We shouldn't have been doing, and there was a group of us, and it was later in the evening.
A quad.
Yeah, a quad, if you will. And it was later in the evening, and the cops had gotten called on us because
that was low-key on us.
Yeah, it was on us. We wanted to be very.
It was on us for trusting snakes. Actually,
yeah,
that's what it was on us for. It was on us for ever trusting another human being again. That's why we don't trust people no more.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's why it's hard to trust people these days. Anyways, so we thought it'd be so much funny to do this one little act, and the person ended up somehow finding out about us and like knowing exactly who it was, what we were driving, whatever. Like, had to have been at the window to see us all go down. But that's besides the point. Anyways, the cops got called on us, and we had seen the cops, and we just continued driving around, and we were going to continue doing whatever we were doing, still being some bad little kids. And then
I still can't believe I got in trouble for this because I was not the one that condoned it. And to this day, I think everyone thinks that it was my idea.
Yeah.
And I condoned it, but I did not do that. It was
like,
not my idea.
It wasn't.
It was one of those little boys.
Yes, it wasn't either of our ideas.
I know.
It wasn't either of our ideas.
I don't even think we were on the side where we could reach that far.
There wasn't. Because
did you do it?
No, I was driving.
No, I was driving.
Okay, you were driving. I'm in the passenger seat then.
No.
Then I'm in the back and I'm on the driver's side.
That's what I was saying.
That makes a lot of sense. You're driving. I'm in the back seat on the driver's side.
And then
they're two in the passenger side.
Let's call thing 1
front seat.
Yes, and thing 2 is back seat. Thing 1 was in the front seat with me, and thing 2 was in the back seat. And thing 1 was like, isn't this house?
And
I was
Wouldn't it be so funny if thing 2 chimed in with his messy self and was like, it would be so funny. Like, I'm already knowing, like, we can do it easily. And we're like, no, guys, like, the time's running out. We're already, like, halfway drove by the house.
Yeah.
Don't know how. Well, I do know how. But I'm talking about between, like, they didn't even have time to think. One thing,
master thrower.
They didn't even have time to think what they were about to do. There's no way. They just literally reached on there and threw it and did it. And we're like, oh, no way. No way it made contact with the house. No way it made contact with the house.
Are we giving away too much?
No, because they already know who did it.
Yeah, true.
Like, we had to go clean it up.
That's facts.
Like,
yeah, we won't give too much backstory, though, because that was just one incident.
That was just one of the incidents. And anyways, so they
okay, so I guess we could tell them, like, we was egging that house.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows that.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, we egged Abigail Pace's house.
Whoa, government name.
The summer of junior year going into senior year. And most people know that.
Hold on. We didn't egg.
Okay, we as a quad were together, but us two didn't ever decide that.
Yeah.
Actually, it was not our idea. It was 2 other people's ideas, and most people know who those other 2 people are, but we're not even gonna. We won't give that name out.
Yeah, we won't be too bad with it.
No, we don't even need to speak those names in this household. Wait, that was hard.
Beep that out before we get sued.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just bleep it out.
Okay.
Or should I
just beep out the
That part.
Yeah.
I would just beep out the whole thing.
Yeah.
And make them wonder what it said.
I'll clip that part and they'll be like, ooh.
No, literally. Anyways, yeah, so we did that, and in the middle of us doing something else, I had. Was it the same night?
It was the same night.
Oh damn!
It was probably an hour difference, 30-minute difference.
Okay.
When we're driving around near somebody else's house.
No, by that stop sign.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, we were driving around because we were like, we don't have nothing else to do. It's El Dorado. We don't have nothing else to do. We're gonna drive around. So because after that, really, that's what we were doing to begin with, and then they wanted thing two, thought it was a smart idea to do whatever they did, and to egg that damn house, and we just kept on driving, and we were just driving around town, and we're at a stop sign, and we see a police car, like kind of over there by, if you're from El Dorado, you know what I'm talking about, the sushi place.
Yeah, and like where JCPenney's used to be, that little.
No, they were like up there by the sushi place. And no, were they leaving? Were they going our opposite direction and they turned around?
Yes. Remember, because I was like, oh, we're good. But like, when we had done that, it already, like, time had already passed, so we were
so
like
much
not
time
even
had
thinking
passed.
about
We did not. Yeah, we literally didn't even think about that.
And we were literally just chilling, bored, driving around El Dorado as one does when they're young and bored,
doing other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And the stop sign, I'm telling you, y'all, like, people still turn. Was it left?
No. Okay, we were at a stop sign, and they had, like, we stopped at the stop sign, and they were driving towards us. They turned around. We thought they went away. We start driving to another stop sign, the one that's like, the first stop sign is the one at the bottom of that hill. Then the second stop sign was the one over there by that sushi place. And apparently you're not supposed to turn left at that, like, stop sign. We never knew that. I've been living in El Dorado for a long time, and I was always turning left on that road.
Everyone's still turning left there.
Literally, so I didn't know that was a thing. So whenever we turned left, like, the police was basically passing us. Like, we were going this way, they were going that way. And the police literally turned around and, like, started coming towards us, and I was like, bro, I think the police is following us. Of course, I'm the one driving, and for anyone who knows me, I'm not the driver. I'm never the driver. I am the worst driver. I shouldn't even be allowed to drive. But the problem was that with this specific activity that we were doing, I was only good for driving because I wasn't quick enough, and I couldn't keep it together enough. I wasn't made to be out in the I wasn't made to be out in the field. Okay, so it was like I had to be the getaway driver. So I'm literally the getaway driver, and Layla is in the back seat. Yeah.
I'm in the back seat, and I'm like,
Layla's in the back seat, and I turn around and see Thing Two, and Thing Two's like telling me to start going faster, and you're telling me to start going faster, and Thing One is telling me to go faster, and I'm like, bro, I can't even. I'm like, bro, the cops are behind us, and the lights come on.
Thinking back, why did we think we were gonna run from the police?
I don't know what y'all were on.
Why? No, listen, that's jail time.
Mind you, it was Thing One, Thing Two, and her that were all trying to convince me that I needed to stop and I need to get away from the police. I'm literally screaming at them. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm gonna pull over. They're like, no, don't pull over. And then Layla's like, they haven't caught you yet. Like, they're not close to us. Like, go in there and hide. So over there where, like, Pizza Hut and that laundromat is at, Layla tried to get me to go in there and hide behind that building. I'm like, girl, what?
Yeah.
So I turn because I'm, like, freaking out, and I'm literally, like, I'm slowing the car down.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking everybody else out because they're like, I don't want to get caught. And I'm like, no, we're gonna get caught today. Like, these are consequences.
These are
like,
the repercussions.
Literally. So I turn into that parking lot. I go all the way down to the building. The cops are following us. Literally following us.
Yeah. Mind you, there's two cops now. And they literally are, like, right behind us. And as I'm turning around, they're literally going, like, I'm going this way, they're going that way. I'm like, bro, the lights come on. They get behind us. I'm like, bro, we're literally screwed. Layla starts saying, like, just lie. I'm like, I don't
no.
even know, like,
Being one's telling me, like, a lie literally is trying to get me to say this lie. And I'm like, I'm not, I can't lie.
Like, there just wasn't enough time to
I don't even remember what Thing Two was saying.
Like, everyone was just freaking out, saying stuff. Victoria's overstimulated.
I literally was like, no, guys, guys, I'm gonna tell the
spazzing
truth. I'm
out.
gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. Because if you know me, I low key hate to break the law. Not even low key, high key hate breaking the law. So like, I really get so anxious whenever we're doing something, especially like with the cops. Like, I just don't play that. So I was like, bro, no, like we have to tell the truth. Like, I literally told Layla, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna have to accept my fate. And the thing was, like, most of our parents, all but one of our parents knew.
Yep.
One's parents didn't know, and so like we really had to keep it under wraps because of that. But like, other than that, like all of our parents, like both of our parents knew we weren't gonna get in trouble. Like, I was ready to accept the defeat. Like, I was just like, my mom's probably gonna ground me for life and whoop me, but like, it's fine.
Like, we can't hang out no more or whatever.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Like, we already persevered through a lot. Like, it's fine. And so the police go out to the window.
And they're talking to us. Mind you, one's on the driver's side, one's on the passenger side. Flashlights, both sides blaring in. And we're like, crap, because all of the evidence that we have in this car.
Literally, what you
All-
hear is an egg carton being squished, and that's what gave us away.
Because thing two
Thing two?
is so big and could barely fit in the back
Was
of
it
your
thing
Camry.
two or thing one? Thing two.
Yeah. So big back there, it can barely fit in the back of this Camry. We were in your white car, right?
Yup.
And
Mind you, no tint. Like,
no tint at all.
clear. Like,
Clear as
4K
day.
clear.
I'm talking about straight through that window, straight through the camera lens.
Like 4K.
Them lights just lit up the car at night.
No, literally.
Anyways, the flashlights are just lighting everything up in the car, and we're covered in literally sweatsuits and all
Literally,
this
we were
random
on stealth
stuff.
mode that
Like,
night.
we were on Mr. Impossible. I don't even know what we were doing.
No, literally.
And then thing two gets to moving back there because we're in this small back seat of a Camry and we're all smushed up.
Literally.
And all you hear is,
It's the egg carton.
and that's the egg carton. And it was so loud
So
and
loud.
piercing that both the cops heard it and we all just looked.
And then
we're like,
I
oh,
literally,
perfect.
well, no. Then they them three still try to lie. Still trying to lie their way out of it. I literally stopped them. I said, all right, I'm just going to tell the truth. We're just going to tell the truth. Didn't I say that or
Yeah.
something like that?
Because we were like, it's, and we were, and then they just try to, and then the cops are just like, so what is this? What is this? Why are you wearing this? It's literally 90 degrees outside.
And I literally was just like, okay, this is why. And I like told them the story, and I literally was just like, I was like, I don't care. Like, we're just gonna have to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then they started laughing, and they're like, do y'all have IDs? So we showed them the ID. No, they didn't laugh. They were being really serious.
Yeah,
at first.
they were like,
And this
I
is
was
how you know
terrified,
why
I'm not gonna
privilege and
lie.
small town privilege exists, because of the story that I'm about to tell you guys. Trigger warning for any people of color who might be getting really annoyed by the fact that white people have more privileges than people of color, because this irritates me every time, but we won't talk about it. So they basically ask us for our IDs, and I give my ID, thing one gives his ID, thing two gives his ID, and Layla gives her ID. Immediately, the guy that took Layla's ID and the guy that took thing one's ID was like, oh, are you so-and-so's kid? And we're like, great, like we're really about to get in trouble now.
Like, we're absolutely
and we thought they were about to tell Layla's dad, because of course they knew Layla's dad, and we're like, oh, we're about to get in trouble.
Because the one thing that both of our parents said was,
don't get caught
and do not get in trouble, because once you do, that's all
yeah,
like whatever y'all do,
consequences on us. So I'm like, bro, we're low-key screwed. So they go back there and like, I guess, run our IDs. I don't really know what they were doing. And then they come back out and they're like, all right, well, we're gonna let y'all go because we don't want, or because it's not that big of a deal or something like that. We just got a call about something and a white Toyota Camry, and we saw you guys.
Told us like what basically we, I guess, could get away with, and like what,
without it being like a crime.
Yeah,
because when we told them what we were doing, they were like, oh, okay. And I didn't know that eggs could do so much damage.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't realize.
But they were basically like, just please don't like put anything that will stick and stuff like that, because like those are the things that people really complain about. And I was like, got it. And then after that, we just got out and we took a picture with the cops.
Yeah, and that was that. And then don't worry, of course, thing one,
couldn't tell his mom
because he was going to get into trouble,
the biggest trouble.
So we all took the fall for him, and
literally
we had to go clean this up because they ended up contacting, not the cops, but the person that we did it to. They ended up contacting my parents, and we're like, actually, y'all, you're going to make your kids come clean this up. And we were like, oh, absolutely no way. And then, yeah, my dad was over it, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to go clean it up. Consequences to your actions." Thing one got out of it. Blah 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 blah.
It's just me, Layla, and Thing too.
And literally, yeah, we had to go
Honestly,
sit in her front porch.
wait, no, honestly though, let's tell the story how it is. So after we did that, somebody had like made a group chat in our class and said something, and I like texted in there and I was like, low key, we just egged Abby Pace's house because like I'm gonna keep saying her federal name. Because I don't have anything to hide. I egged that whole house, so what? Next. So
Like, everyone already knows.
yeah, like it's not a big deal. So, basically, I texted in the group chat. I said that, and obviously they snitched me out because they're a bunch of snakes. That's why I don't like anybody in my 2026 class. I stand on that. Kinley, if you're seeing this, you know we fixed our relationship.
2022 class.
Or yeah, 2022 class. Sorry, my bad. Like I said, and I really don't even know who sent it to her to this day. Some snake for sure, but somebody
Yeah.
sent it to her. And so that's how she found out. And then she told her aunts, and then her aunts told Layla's dad because they had Layla's dad's number. And I'm not gonna lie, I had told my mom, and my mom was like, I really don't care. Like, I
Yeah.
don't, did my mom press it?
No, I don't think either of our parents did.
My
I
mother,
think,
sorry, my mother.
I think that they were just kind of like, what
Did
y'all
I
like,
tell
it's
her?
so dramatic.
No, I did tell her. Wait, okay, actually, I remember what my maternal figure thought about the whole situation because I remember afterwards, like she was low key pissed because she's like they're acting like she never does anything bad, blah 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 blah, like
It was
old
just
town
the
drama.
dramatics
Yeah,
of the small town drama and gossip, and just like,
and it was like
the fact that parents are contacting
also
parents.
it was also the way that like they contacted your dad, like the way that they were
Yeah,
like making
like,
it seem like we did something super
so
horrible.
malicious.
I
and
was like, we
ill
literally
intent.
did like a little prank. Like it's not even that big of a deal. Like
Mind
on
you,
your
it's
chill.
just eggs, and we'll come clean it up.
No,
Whatever.
literally. Well, so at first we were kind of pissed because we were like, bro, we don't want to go. We don't want to go clean up this girl's
Yeah.
house. But then, being the petty people that we are, we were like, oh, we're gonna go clean this house.
Oh, we're actually
We're
gonna
go
go
clean
and we're
this
gonna
house.
take our time, and we're gonna bring speaker.
Also, I think it's because it was like a whole week before we actually went back to clean it, wasn't it? Because I can't remember, but I feel like we went to school and like I don't remember. I feel like something had happened.
No, I think something had happened, and like multiple days had passed, and that's why it was so hard to get off.
Yeah,
And like I think they multiple days had passed before they tried to clean it up, and that's why
they were out of town or something.
pissed.
I think
Maybe so.
I don't remember, but I just remember like they were like, if we're not cleaning this up, like da da da. And so like we pulled up, me, Layla, and Thing too. And we're literally like laughing, honestly, because we're like, this is hilarious.
This is just something we would
and
get
mind
into.
you, we're literally like,
we're not taking this serious.
We're not taking it serious at all. We're just like, y'all are so petty, so childish for this. Like, I have nothing else to say. Like, and I'll say this on the internet because, I mean, she can say something to me if she
they
wants.
saw
but
us up there, like,
yeah, like I mean, I
and
don't.
then I think they still talked to my parents afterwards, and like they were up there just fooling around, like not. Babe, we got the job done and we cleaned your house.
No,
it's whatever
literally.
it is.
Like we showed up, we didn't even do anything because actually, I don't even think it was like super complicated to take off the house. It was just like you had to scrub a little bit. Like we were there for probably
orange scrubbies that you wash
How long do you think we were there for?
Probably 45 minutes, if that.
Yeah, we weren't even there that long.
But half the time we weren't even cleaning. We were out there just sitting on the porch.
We made
talking.
TikToks, and we were literally sitting on their little stone porch at the edge of it, just sitting there talking. Like we were taking our time, and we made TikToks. I think I still have one actually of us like out there on the little porch thing, like just like talking, and we were laughing and we were cracking jokes. We were literally saying bad stuff about them right next to their windows.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because she started peeking through the damn
curtain.
Us. Yeah, and like everybody started peeking through the curtain. So we're like, oh, y'all want to peek through the curtain? Let me give y'all something to hear about, something to see about, since y'all want to see and hear so bad. Like, also y'all have to understand this was really childish of us because we were in the 11th grade. Like,
yeah, we were literally
going
children,
to be seniors.
so like it adds up so much. It
yeah.
was so funny.
Plus, like honestly, it really wasn't our decision. We never would have egged her house. I literally remember saying like, no, like don't do it because I didn't
every
care.
egg that actually hit the house, that person didn't even have to come and clean up. But
no,
and I just remember
thing one got out of it so pissed about that, and because then and then we literally pulled up to his house afterwards, and he was playing his game. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
we were pissed, bro, because he was like, I couldn't tell my mom. Da, 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 da. She would have got so mad at me. I'm like, bro, you did it too. Like, everybody should have gotten in trouble. But no, Thing One got
We
out of
were all
it.
petty.
No, facts. But I mean, honestly, that's just something funny that like I'll look back on now because I'm just like, wow, I can't believe we did that. But
Like, it's just so
also,
comical. Like, wow.
yeah, but
We
like
were so
also
dumb.
it was just like it was such a high school thing, and it really wasn't anything where like I feel like everyone thought like we did it because we like felt some kind of way or anything like that. But like we honestly
Yeah.
didn't feel any kind of
It was
way.
literally spur of the moment and, like, not even our decisions. We didn't even bring it up.
We had stopped at the gas station right there because we literally just needed to get gas. Like
Yeah.
we're driving by just like casually, not even like we didn't even have anything planned or wanted to do
Like, it
anything
was literally,
specific.
when I tell you, within like a 15-second increment of them making a split decision.
Literally, like it was not that big of a deal, but here we are now dealing with the repercussions because everybody wanted to get things and take things seriously or whatever,
Get their
whatever,
little feelings
whatever.
hurt, all that.
And it definitely was a lesson for us to learn as kids that like we shouldn't throw eggs at people's house, but like other things are okay. So I feel like I mean we did learn something out of the
Yeah, we definitely
situation.
did.
Like we got in trouble
We
for
took some
like
responsibility. I'll say that.
yeah, we got in trouble for like a couple of weeks. Like we couldn't hang out for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah,
Like
and
that was
every
good
time we hung
enough.
out, we had to be like at a house. We couldn't like be driving
Yeah.
around doing anything.
But like honestly, I really don't regret that. I feel like karma comes in different forms, and she definitely needed her karma.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's not even me being messy. It's just
No,
like if
yeah.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Like,
But
sometimes things are done.
no, literally. Okay, guys. So sorry for that. We had to take a little intermission, which is why things look a little bit different. We just need a break before we kept doing the second half because we figured this was gonna get a little serious.
A little spicy.
So, in order for us to tell y'all the true story about what happened that night that we ran away from the cops, we have to give y'all some backstory. And this is our backstory. This is the reason why we were getting in trouble.
Yeah. So this will make a lot more sense because after the intermission, we were like, wow, we might as well just tell our truth.
So we're telling our truth.
Telling our truth, and this is our story.
So let me just give y'all some scenery. It's gonna be the same people we were just talking about. So thing one, thing two, me and Layla. And we were basically really bored. And I remember one of us like mentioning something about like wanting to do junior senior wars because we were about to be seniors. And like I remember when like the kids who were older than me were doing it. It was just like always looked like so much fun. And I was like, Layla, I think we should do it. But nobody in our grade actually really wanted to do it. So we were like, let's take matters into our own hands and we're gonna do it ourselves. Like we're gonna just
start it off.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off. But then it just became like an evil master plan that we couldn't stop. And really it all started because there was like this roof that you could climb in El Dorado, which you really shouldn't have been climbing because you could get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But we should get up there and Layla and like thing one and thing two would throw eggs at people
as they were walking.
Walking. And that little thing started with us like starting to throw like eggs and cheese and bacon at people's cars.
Raw bacon.
This was basically when groceries were cheap, by the way.
Yeah.
And please don't cancel us for this because we were literally like in the 11th grade.
Yeah.
We were getting out of the 11th grade. Resources weren't as tight as they are now.
No, they weren't.
But we basically were like getting all this stuff, and like Layla would be the driver, and Layla would basically get up to these like stop signs and like slow down as we were passing the other car so we could like throw as many things as possible. I really never partook in any of this. Like honestly, the only thing I ever did was drive because I don't know how to throw things properly. So like when I first started doing it, I was like not even like doing anything. So I was like, bro, I really shouldn't even do it. Like after a while, like when something's just like pointless, you just don't find it fun anymore. And like whenever
whoa,
that was a DJ spin.
Yeah.
Whenever we explain like what we were doing, you're gonna understand like I literally didn't do like any of this. I did some of it and that's pretty much it. But basically after we were doing that, we were basically bored. Like this was going into the summertime and we were bored. Like we were bored of doing the same thing. So we were like, bro, we gotta find a way to spice this up. And that's when we thought about junior senior wars, and that's when we were like, okay, we're gonna like put it into play. So that night, was it that night or the next day?
I think it was the next day because also a little bit of background. We had to get disguises. That meant we had to get...
No, we just had to get covered.
Yeah, like, we had to get all of our stuff together. Like, it was getting late, and I think we all had to get home. And so we were like, okay, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to hang out the next day. We're going to come in our sweatsuits. Like, we're going to have
no,
bandanas.
I think it was the day of because I'm pretty sure we borrowed thing one's clothes.
Oh. I think so then.
No, we did.
And maybe it was like getting dark and we were like perfect time.
Perfect time. And we
Yeah.
were bored.
Yes, and we were so bored. So okay, that makes sense. We started borrowing clothes, and then we found like bandanas and stuff like that. And then I think one of us had bandanas and stuff like disguised
Yeah.
in our car
And
already.
yeah, no, it was from like Spirit Weeks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I had a bunch of stuff in the back of my trunk,
You had like the
remember?
wigs and everything.
Everything.
And so we decided to do that, and this was also perfect timing because
It was like a week or so
it
before
was
school started.
that,
And
and
that's why they
then
had made that group chat because I think school's about to start and they wanted to make like a group chat about something that we were going to do before school. And then when we started doing junior senior wars and they made another group chat, they were really about to start doing it.
yeah,
And we were like, perfect. Like we have put it into motion. So basically, like what we did was like, okay, we said, at first we like went to the store, we got a bunch of stuff,
hmm
and we were like, we didn't know what we were doing. We were like, let's just who, like anybody, think of
yeah,
anyone you could think of. And at first we hit only juniors' houses.
hmm
And the first thing, no,
no, we did. We hit Junior's
did
house.
we do the house first or the school first? Okay, so basically we were bored, and I was like, we geared up and we borrowed thing one's clothes and we went to the store. We got a bunch of stuff. We already had some stuff, which I think is why we were like, let's do it because we already had like some leftover. I think like something toilet paper or something like that. I think we had leftover toilet paper
Yeah,
from us like trying to toilet paper people's cars and houses and stuff. But we hadn't actually done anybody's house. We had just been doing cars. And I was like, bro, I have a bunch of toilet paper in the back of my car. Like we need to do something. And that's where we got all the wigs and stuff.
hmm
And we literally had like bandanas. I remember they were like red, and we had
like
went to the
purple.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the store and we got all new supplies. Well, we ended up going to our high school, and we literally just started like throwing stuff like
I'm
eggs.
talking about
We had
throwing.
put in our high school parking lot. There's like a pole over here and a pole over there. I remember me and thing too were like running
Wrapping it.
around it to
There
like
were stop
wrap it.
signs. Yeah.
Yes, and we were literally making it so like cars couldn't go in, and we did that for so long. We had so much saran wrap. Like we went through so much saran wrap doing that. The whole time we're doing that, they're like throwing stuff, like doing all
hmm
this extra stuff. I don't even know what we were throwing anymore. We were
It
just
was just
throwing
like
stuff like
eggs and bacon and flour all over the
all over the
parking lot.
all of the
Like,
concrete, all over the parking lot. I think did y'all do some in the actual school? I couldn't remember.
like on the sidewalks, I'm pretty sure.
Like we didn't because we were like we're not trying to get in too much trouble,
Yeah.
and we didn't want to get too close to the cameras either because we are like if we stay
That
far
part.
away, they're not gonna be able to like see who we are. And I feel like we really thought this through.
No, we did
Like
because we
all the
parked.
only thing that we failed at was keeping our damn mouth shut. If we
Yeah.
would have kept our mouth shut, we would have never. They
We
would have
were
never known
too.
because we were so slick,
We were too slick.
so
It was kind
slick.
of a little scary and like concerning.
No, it
'Cause, like,
was.
every time we would tell our parents, they would be like, "You did what?"
What? Like,
Like,
okay, yeah, and also pre-know that is that like mine and Layla's parents knew what we were doing because we literally asked them like if it was
Mhm.
okay, and they're like, yeah, as long as y'all don't do like anything harmful, because they know that's just what that's just what kids do, like especially
Yeah.
junior, senior wars, like duh. And thing two's parents they didn't even care, they didn't even know. I don't even think he told them, but I think
Yeah.
that's because he could do whatever he wanted. And thing one was like gonna get in trouble, so we had to keep it under wraps for real. Like we didn't to this day, none of us have posted videos, pictures, and I have videos and pictures. She has videos and
Yep.
pictures. We had even a camera roll full, like a film camera full of pictures. I don't know if we still have it, but it's somewhere. Like
We
it's
have
either
to
in my,
find
I
it.
think it's in one of, I think it's one of the ones I have. If not, then she lost it. But I feel like I took it from you.
I
But
think you did.
okay, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think you had. You had
We
to
need
have.
to figure out and we need to really get it developed because this was like one of the things that I swear all four of us have taken to the grave, and now we're putting it out in the public
This is
because
it.
it's time to
Like,
tell.
this is it.
Honestly,
This is
we
time
said
to tell.
we said we were going to tell like after we graduated high school, but then we never
We never
did.
did.
But now we're about to graduate college,
It's
so
like,
it's
might
kind of
as
fitting.
well.
And like we're
Yeah.
not going to be here in a year, so y'all can do
What's
whatever
the
y'all want.
point? I mean, it's been so long now.
No,
Like, what's the
literally.
point?
I hope y'all laugh about this.
Yeah.
But so literally that night, I remember we were trying to leave the school because there was cars kept driving by, and we literally jumped into the bushes
I'm talking
to the
about the
thorns.
bushes. We were in thorns. We had bugs on us. There was mud. There was dirt. I'm like,
It was
we
crazy.
jumped like into the bushes. Like, I don't even know
Animated.
how anyone. No, like I wish this could have been caught on camera. Like, I need the school to run back their film because That was
It
some
was
like
crazy.
freaking GI Joe. Like we're all like jumping
Jump.
over the
I
bushes.
remember
Like
Layla
we're
and thing
running.
one, y'all caught it first. And y'all were like,
Yeah.
guys, run. And
Yeah.
we at first we started running, but then I couldn't keep up. And thing two was like really not keeping up either.
Yeah.
And then Layla was just
Also, we're
like,
running up that hill.
no, literally.
And we
And
parked in T model, so like that was
oh
like
my
half a
gosh.
mile we
So
had to
Layla
run.
was like, just jump in these bushes because we literally thought it was a cop. So we jumped into the bushes, had to get out of the bushes and then run all the way to the car still. And then we drove off and we were like being so stealthy about it. Like,
Like
honestly, we really could have gotten away with that. I'm so upset that we didn't, but
I
it's
know.
okay. Well, honestly, we still did because so many of these people don't even know.
No.
So after the school is whenever the next day, or maybe it wasn't the next day. I don't remember which day it was exactly, but we were like, okay, today's the day we're gonna like
Mhm. Get this
get the
show on the
juniors.
road.
Yeah, we're
Like
gonna get the
we are.
juniors because we're like, if we get the juniors are gonna think that it's the seniors, and then and then they will start pranking the seniors, and then the seniors will prank the juniors back, right? Like somebody has to start it
Yeah.
off. So we decided for our first house that we are gonna do Vienna sausages, and I think we did mashed potatoes, but we're not sure. So if
We're
this
not
is your
100%
house,
sure.
let us know. And I know we did toilet paper for sure
No, we
because
definitely
we
did.
had
And I
so
think
much
we
toilet
did
paper left over.
forks too. Like we
I
just did
think
a
we did
lot of
forks too.
random crap. It was our first house. We didn't really know like
What we were
to
doing.
do. I will say this is the house that we decided to start putting stuff over the license plate.
Oh
And
yes,
that's when we were like,
that was game changer.
oh yeah, we're in this for the long run. Like we got this.
So
going.
we had a system. All the supplies were in the very back, but the supplies that we needed for specific houses were in the front. And basically, we were driving around. We had 2 cars at the time, which helped us a lot.
Yeah.
And we were driving around in my really old car and Layla's rental car at the time, and no one really knew she had the rental car because it was summertime. So we hadn't been to school, so like nobody knew you were driving that car.
Yeah.
And we were like, perfect advantage. So we literally would get in either of our cars, and I would use a bandana to cover up the license plate, and I would drive by because most houses at the time were having cameras.
Yeah.
So I was driving by or parking like behind the house or either in front of the house, and I was basically just sitting there. Like I was not even in park. Like I was just holding the brake.
Drive,
yeah, and I was just holding the brake, lights completely off because in my old car you had the choice to like completely turn them off. Lights completely off, and I was just a little ahead of the house or a little behind the house. And the crew would literally run like after they were done with the prank and get in the car super quick. And I would drive even before them they got in the car.
Like it was
Because
really
I
like
was
some
like, no,
stealth
we had to
stuff,
go.
like-
And so, like, by the time we drove by the house, it just looked like a normal drive by. Like, it didn't look any suspicious. And we didn't have the camera. We had the camera, the license plate, like, covered so they couldn't get our license plate. And we had our faces covered. Like, we had bandanas on our faces.
Yep.
And sometimes we even had hats.
And we had hats and our hair
hoodies.
pulled back, like in buns
Yes.
and ponytails. Everything.
We had hoodies and like sweaters and sweatpants and tennis shoes. Like we were so serious about this.
Bit.
And so that was the first house that we did. And I remember like minutes after they texted thing one and were like, hey, this happened to the house or whatever. Or somebody they posted about it.
Yeah, because the guys that were with us, like they knew them personally.
Literally.
Like, they were
I will say
friends
thing
with
one
them.
and thing two. No, thing one specifically, he preyed on the downfall of his friends.
Yeah, like
because
low-key,
he
like,
really
wanted to
he
get
kept
his friends
suggesting
so
all
bad.
his friends.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so you tell the second.
Okay, so the second one, I believe it was in the same day.
Yes.
Okay, it was in the same night, and this is when after we were like on our adrenaline rush, and we're like, okay, we have everything down. We're gonna have everything in the front and back seats ready to go, already in our hands, shoved in our pockets, everything. We already have everything out of the boxes, like it's literally just go time. So we park around the corner. We put the thing back over our license plate because we had to drive back across town. You turn all the lights off, and we start.
And this time, the first 2 stops, I did get off.
Yes, and this time we were like, okay,
I would just have to get in the car really quick and drive.
Yeah, because this time, like, this is also a junior, so we were
still trying to figure out the kinks of
and like everyone, like, it got posted, so we're like, okay, we really got to be like slick about it because like now people know like what's going on. So we get up there, and like the yard is kind of like hillish, enough to where like you could kind of see over it, but if it's dark, like things can kind of blend in towards the road. And so we start forking, and I'm talking about not like just 25 forks. We went through a box of like hundreds. Like I'm talking about this yard was
you
full.
and thing one had one, and me and thing two had one.
Yeah, like,
and it was full.
Like the whole yard was full of forks. It probably took them like 15-20 minutes to get all out.
Something else. Y'all put something else on the porch.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we put sausages on the porch, and then
that was first house.
What did we put on the porch? Did we not put toilet paper on the bushes?
I think yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
we
toilet
didn't do
paper.
it. Maybe we did do sausages, but I don't think we did. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I think we may have either ran out or like maybe we did. I'm not really sure.
We
They
didn't
kind of
have an extreme amount of sausages.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure we put like a little bit of toilet paper across the lawn and then like some of the bushes like that are like right in front of the porch by the door.
Literally.
Anyways, all the lights were like there was like one light on in the house, and we're like, okay, perfect. We just have to be really quiet. Maybe they're like in the living room or something.
Or
All the
just
lights,
like leaving one light on.
yeah, all the lights come on, and
Out
we're
of
like
nowhere.
out of nowhere, all the lights come on in
Mind
this
y'all,
house.
we're on the lawn,
Like-
like on the grass, like
if they walked out, they could literally
see us.
We're
So
right there.
all of a sudden, I'm on this side of the lawn. Layla's on this side of the lawn. I look up. Layla looks at me. I'm like, we're shocked. Layla and thing one book it and run. Me and thing two were all the way in the back towards the mailbox. We couldn't hide,
No.
bruh. Like we literally were just like we didn't even know what to do.
we were
just
like,
dropped.
lay down,
No,
lay down.
literally, we just dropped, bro. We thought we were about to like become one with the ground for some
No,
reason.
and y'all were
How?
because the dad walked out through the garage. The garage
Yes.
is slowly opening, and we're looking like behind the corner, and we're like,
no, literally.
oh my
and the
gosh!
dad
I'm
didn't
like,
ever bat an eye towards
oh.
us.
And then like he walks out a little bit past like the garage door and like up
Goes
the
on the
driveway,
other side of the car.
and he's just like, he can see there's stuff in the yard, but I thought he saw y'all for a minute because he like low key looked in y'all's direction, and then he was just like, and
I
then
thought
walks
we were done.
back inside.
I thought we were done.
I thought we were cooked.
He literally just walked back
yeah,
inside.
and I'm like, bro, y'all are literally just like laying in all black clothes, like on your stomach, just like
Bro, I
so
literally
quiet.
got up immediately
and
put
booked
all
it.
the forks on, like literally, I don't even think we like stabbed them. We threw
No,
them
we just
on the
threw
lawn.
them.
I ran to the car. They ran behind me. I got out of there quick. I was
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, I didn't even think we took
no.
anything off the license plate. We had to like stop down the road because we were like, okay, we can't keep driving without
No,
the thing on
literally.
the license plate.
Yeah.
Like we booked it. Like that was probably the closest call we've had.
It was
honestly.
the closest call. Second night that we finally were like, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go do something. We did 2 houses. And the first house, we did the best TP job we've
I'm talking about
ever done.
Their front yard was massive. The side next to their
The trees
driveway
were
was
massive.
massive. These are huge trees. I don't even know how
It
we
was the
managed
perfect
to
house
throw
to TP.
the freaking toilet paper that high. Like
I don't
all
either.
all of us combined, we tore that house up.
It was so
Like,
bad. I think we did a whole pack of like
I think
those
so.
really big packs of toilet paper at that entire house because we put so much toilet paper
Yeah.
on that house. And while we were in that area, we had also seen somebody else that thing one knew. So thing one was like, let's throw eggs at the truck.
And
I
mind
was
you,
like,
this is a newer truck for him. And we were like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you
no,
sure?
literally.
And he was like, yeah, just starts throwing them at the truck.
So starts throwing eggs at the truck. That was just like,
yeah, that was like a
in
drive
the
by.
fire. Yeah. It wasn't meant to happen, honestly.
No.
But it was like every single time we said anything, there was like an issue. So it was like we just let them be them. So
Yeah.
again, I will say it again. I'll say it again. This was really thing one and thing two.
Yeah, there was
Did this happen next?
Us. Yep.
The same night?
The same night.
Oh well, I guess we did 2 trucks in that one night.
Yep. And they were also their friends, and they were pretty close at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, still are. And still continued to throw eggs onto the truck, and that's when
I don't really remember that.
And
I think it was because I was driving though.
I think so. And also remember because he was dating that girl that we mentioned previously, and he had sent a picture.
Yes.
And was
no,
like,
they both did.
Yeah, and I think she had posted it.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, that's so crazy. Like, I'm at home, like, playing the game. Like, he made
that's why we had to do his house.
Yeah.
So, basically, the second night was when we were kind of low-key getting some heat because it was, like, starting to become a little too suspicious. So, the second night, like, we get back to thing one's house, and we're like, F it. Like, we got to make this look like we're not in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we literally just start doing thing one's, like, front lawn because it was really small. And we were like, we'll just clean it up. Like, your mom won't care. And so we literally just did thing one's house like super quick. Like
it wasn't even that good.
It wasn't even nothing. It wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
And we like recorded the video and sent it in. Like pretended
and we're
that
like, oh
we had
my
got
gosh,
hit.
like we were upstairs chilling. Like we came down here to this.
This literally on like some Riverdale.
Yeah, like what
Riverdale
is going on?
And so then after that night, that was night 2. That was night 3.
Mm-hmm.
Night 4, y'all, we did this for a long time during the summer.
Yeah.
Night 4, also, there was some days in between these, I will say. We couldn't do it every night.
Mm-mm.
So day 4 was whenever we had decided that we were going to go. There was this guy in our grade who at the time had just gotten that nice car. Remember, that's why we did that to his car?
Yep.
Because
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad about this, but it's hilarious.
no, it was just cheese.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yes, because that was the night that we were like, he got that nice car and he thinks he's this and that. Like, nah, like
We
we're
were
not
like
doing
low-key on
that.
some.
Yeah, well, we were being haters. Like,
Yeah.
and he was just, and also he was just so irritating in high
Yeah,
school.
like
So we were
he
like,
was just
nah, like
agitating
you're about to get
everyone.
everything.
Yeah.
So like we literally were like, what are we gonna do? Because we didn't want to throw eggs because we were like, if we throw eggs, that's really really messed up. So we were
Mhm.
like, let's throw cheese, bro.
Sliced cheese, like the
Sliced
American
cheese,
cheese, you
bruh.
have to individually unpeel.
Facts. And they had like multiple cameras and I knew it. So like I stayed behind for this
Mhm.
house. I stayed behind and I let them cheese the car and then I drove up to the stop sign. They ran into the stop sign, got in the car, and we
Yep.
did. And then after that
Wait,
one,
one second. This is when the mom started posting on Facebook.
yeah, she had got
This
the
is
Ring camera and the
she
next
got the
day
Ring
she
camera.
had posted
That's when
and
all
was
the
like,
moms started figuring out that all of these houses are getting pranked because they were all in the comments like, this just happened to our house too, uploading pictures. And then the
mhm,
TPing was like, oh yeah, this just happened to our house too. Like these kids are
mhm.
going at it. Like, what is this junior and senior wars?
Literally.
Like,
So then after we did the cheese of the car, that same night we drove kind of like a little bit far away and we did this one girl's house that she lives like kind of out and we forked her yard. I think
like
we did other stuff to her yard, but I couldn't remember. She
I
lives
can't
kind of
really
like in an
remember.
apartment kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard for us to like maneuver it exactly the
Mhm.
way we needed to because it was just a little like it was a little too complicated.
Yeah.
But I basically just drove up in front of her house and let them get in the car like after they finished what they were doing. But I really wasn't in that one because I really was the getaway driver.
Mhm.
But it was because it had to be done so quick and efficient that there was no
And
time to
also
play.
there was people outside too, so we kind of
Yeah,
had to
true.
wait around, and we were just kind of like stalling for a moment.
So then, after we did that girl's forking, we were driving back into town and we decided to stop at this one boy's house. And if you're seeing this, we're so sorry because
Actually, like
honestly, this was our best
this
work.
was probably our best work, and honestly, it probably took a
Long time to clean.
And I don't know how all of our minds came together for this, but
We had cooked.
we literally cooked. This was probably like cinematic.
No, like it
Like
was crazy.
this was
This is
cinematic.
why we got caught because basically, after they called in that call to the cops, we were in the middle of pranking another house.
Yeah.
And so basically, we weren't paying attention to the cops for the reason that we had egged the house. We were
Mhm.
paying attention to the cops for the fact
Because
that
we had just
we were
absolutely
we're in the middle of the
Yeah.
cops were coming our way and they were wrapping the car. This is what they did. They put flour all over the car, then wrapped it in saran wrap, then put more flour on the car, then wrapped it in
more
saran wrap,
saran wrap.
then put a potato
I
in
put
the
a potato in the muffler so that like the car wouldn't start.
and then
like,
what else did y'all do?
well, the thing is, we poured water on the car to get the flour
Or
to
to
stick,
stick.
and then
I
we
wasn't
put
even there.
tons of freaking
While I was on
saran
the
wrap.
car.
We put tons of saran wrap on the car.
Y'all
I
put
want to say
ketchup.
we put ketchup on the windshield.
Yes.
And
I
like
forgot
on the
about
sides
that.
of the doors. Like we just smeared everything everywhere.
Bro, it was disgusting.
It was
because I remember
and
they
then
smelled like ketchup.
It was terrible. The car smelled like. Did we put bacon?
Yes.
I want to say because the ketchup and the bacon, like that literally just made me remember thinking about
No,
the smell.
actually, yeah.
Because that car was
Disgusting.
Rank.
It smelled
that
funk. It was
so
funk.
it was funky in that car. Yeah, and that goes back to what you're saying.
Yeah,
like,
so then
after
we
had
were
egged the girl's
so this is
house.
literally what happened. So they're in the middle of doing their like freaking
heist
or whatever they're doing. And I'm sitting at the car, I'm watching, right? I'm keeping watch. I'm also keeping watch of them. I'm getting ready to go. And I'm at like right like right around the stop sign, but I wasn't right in front of it, but I was like a little bit behind it.
Mhm.
And because I was like, I don't want to stand too in front of it just in case like there's another car. So I'm kind of just like parked, lights off, like I'm kind of waiting, like I'm just kind of sitting around. I see a cop, like I see a police car. I call Layla. I'm like, Layla, y'all gotta come on. Like, this is not a joke. Like, there's
Yeah.
a police right there. And Layla was like, oh my gosh, bro. So they're like trying to finish up what they're doing. They throw everything, they run to the car, they get in the car. I pull up to the stop sign. I'm like, bro, we're about to get caught, like big time. So we're at the stop sign. The police still hasn't made it to the stop sign, but we've already made it to the stop sign. So at this point, we've already stopped. I stopped for 3 seconds. I moved forward. The police is like, we passed the police,
Mhm.
but like they hadn't hit the stop sign yet. If any of you guys are watching this and it sounds like something that we did to your house, or if we did something to your house and we low-key forgot you on the list, let us know.
Let us know.
We also apologize. We were
Yeah.
childish. We meant no harm
It was
whatsoever.
all love. It was all with love and straight boredom and
Somebody had to
nothing
keep the
malicious.
tradition going.
Yeah.
But yes, and honestly, like it was just such a fun time. It was those are such core memories, and we honestly did not tell anyone about it for months. I feel like some people know about it now because I
Yeah.
have told more people from like our hometown, but like even other people have like I remember when everyone was posting about it, and that was funny.
Yeah.
And like we did get in trouble with our parents after we egged that girl's house, but like after that, like they didn't really say much about anything else.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they were
they
just
were
kind
just
of
like, "You're not doing it anymore. Like y'all didn't learn how to like do it properly, like
mhm.
how to do it without like hurting someone or like getting to the point where people had to call the police. So like y'all are pretty much done." And we're
Yeah.
like, "Okay, cool."
Especially after all the moms started posting more, our parents started seeing it on
Yeah, they were
Facebook and
like, "Nah."
they were like, okay guys, like y'all's time is kind of up.
Yeah, like
And
they
we were
thought it was.
just
They didn't think we were gonna be that good. That's the thing.
honestly, that's what it was. Because I remember my dad, he was like, I just think that with the more ideas that y'all come up with, y'all are gonna end up getting into a lot of trouble. And
Yeah,
like,
we would
I
have.
don't feel like dealing with that stress. And like,
I
y'all
know we
did
would have.
enough. Yeah. I know we would have come up with some crazy diabolical things. And, like, just took it too far.
Too far.
Um. So honestly, it's probably for the best. I think we did enough houses with the time that we
Yeah.
had, honestly, and then like that's really it. Like, it was just
Yeah.
a lot.
It was such a good time.
It was
So
fun.
that is the biggest thing we have to get off of our
Yeah.
chest.
That's our story. I feel better.
That's our story. That's our Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
If Netflix hit us up if you want us to show y'all how to recreate it.
Yeah.
I will maybe insert some clips.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe.
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 But
Some maybe a little too
that's all
far.
we have for you guys today. We'll be coming back next week to talk about I don't know what yet. We'll figure
No.
it out whenever we
Pending
get there.
topic.
Maybe we'll start dropping teasers of our episodes.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But yeah, we're also gonna post our vlogs next week as well. We're gonna restart tomorrow, so it's gonna be kind of cut off in the middle of the week, but it's gonna work out best for the way that the vlogs flow.
For sure.
Let us know if you guys have anything y'all want us to talk about. If y'all are tired of us talking.
Yeah, so sorry. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But don't forget to send in stories if y'all want us to tell y'all stories.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.